Before I start this video, I have a quick infomercial. Ready, set, hey guys, do you guys want some free playmats that I personally customize myself? Like these playmats over here? All you guys gotta do is subscribe to my second channel called SamHamTV to enter into this contest. Type in the search bar, SamHamTV, hit the subscribe button and find the latest video. It should be called Welcome to SamHamTV. Then like that video and comment anything on that video, and that's how you guys can be entered into the contest. That's it. Well anyways, I'm interfering with the video.
It's almost that time of year where Konami literally grabs a bomb and throws it at us. Welcome to my BANLIST prediction video. Without further ado, let's get started, son.
Before I discuss my ban list prediction for the upcoming format, this list is truly my opinion on what's going to happen next on the upcoming ban list. This video was made for the sole purpose of creating a discussion amongst the Yu-Gi-Oh community. So if you agree or disagree with some of the cards on this list, then go for it. Make sure you leave it in the comment section below. This is my very first time ever doing a ban list prediction video, so anyways, enjoy the video. It's that time of year again where we gather here together to discuss some cards that are dear to our hearts that will not be playable anymore. Here are my ban list predictions. Banned. Life Equalizer. The current ban list should be used to balance out the unfair cards in the current decks, and none are ban worthy except for the generic cards like this. This card is what made a ton of life points based FTK possible. Banning cards like Magical Explosion wouldn't even matter since players will soon then incorporate other cards like Blasting of the Ruins instead. Life Equalizer is unhealthy for the game and needs to be banned immediately. If you disagree with me, then I don't know about life no more. Get it? Life? I don't know about life no more. Ha! Limited. Solemn Strike. Konami rarely keeps cards like this around for long. The card stops just about everything and can be thrown into any combo decks and trap decks. Like Warning, it deserves to be at 1. This card has a negating summoning effect and a breakthrough skill effect combined. Not only that, the amount of life points you have to pay is like nothing. Solemn cards don't stay at 3 forever. Unlike Solemn Scolding, because the card is actually pretty balanced. Gilding Ariadne. You're all probably wondering, Sam, why are you hitting this card? In my personal opinion, this card is what makes turn 1 Pepe unreasonable. It creates boards of strong monsters backed up with big traps. Without the infinite trap, Pepe would just be a standard monster heavy combo deck that uses big XYZs for defense into OTK. Another reason why I put this card at 1 is because I do not think Pendulum Sorcerer is gonna get hit. Unlike the OCG, this card has not been out for a very long time and it's still fairly new. It's way too early for the card to get hit. If anything, hitting Ariadne in this list will definitely slow down the deck. I also have other cards on the list that will slow down Pepe as well, so Sorcerer on my list is staying at 3. Now you may agree, but in my personal opinion, this card should be at 1. Well, just think about it. Of how many counter traps there are in the game. Crazy. Next, the card that everybody wants to get hit is Wavering Eyes. Hitting this card balances out the mirror match for Pepe a little more, and also the general consistency of the deck, but not completely killing it from competition. With 1 Ariadne and no plush fire in the matter, the card also loses a bit of value. DRACO Face Off. Essentially a foolish burial on crack for Pepe. This card deserves to go to 1. First off, you are guaranteed a Pendulum monster in your extra deck. Then you can get to either special summon the monster or place it in your scale. Man, you're lucky if your opponent puts your luster in your scale. That's even more plus. This card needs to go to 1. It gives Pepe even more speed than it already has. Pantheism of the Monarchs. I don't even know why freaking Konami created a card like this. You ditch Prime, draw 2, banish, pick any goddamn card you want, then your opponent adds it directly to your hand. The crazy thing is that if you play triple copies of a card, you're guaranteed to get that card. The amount of pluses this card gives to Monarch is just too much. Do you know what's insane? You can activate the draw effect multiple times in 1 turn. And not to mention, any FTK decks can also generate pluses off this card. All they gotta do is splash in a couple Tenacities and Monarchs in the deck and boom, there you got it. The engine. Konami made a mistake of even creating a card like this. And that's coming from a Monarch player myself. The Monarch Stormforth. To be honest guys, I hate this card with a passion. I hate this card. This card is degenerate. I hate facing against this card. I hate using this card. And that's coming from a Monarch player myself. If you guys don't think this card is unfair, you might as well just dislike this video right now. Because for those of you who disagree with me, I don't even know what to say. This card is unfair. It's just unfair and it deserves to go to 1. The reason why I hate playing Monarchs is because a card like Stormforth exists. The fact that this card does not target makes it a problem. Mirror Match, for instance, makes this card really powerful since you essentially get your Monarchs by tributing 1 monster your opponent controls. This card is basically a trap card with Ether on your opponent's turn. Can you guys all agree with that? This card is really powerful, and putting this card to 1 will reinforce better plays. You know what? It will reinforce better plays. It will make people smarter. KOZMO Dark Destroyer. With this card at 1, KOZMO lose some of their OTK power and defensive power, but KOZMO can still search it easily and take full advantage of it. You also have monsters like Forerunner, Eclipser, and KOZMO Planet coming out, and those cards are all going to be at 3. KOZMO can still adapt while this card is still at 1. With this card getting a reprint in a set that every card is easily accessible, I have a huge feeling that this card is going to get hit. Emergency Teleport. It was the exact same situation Vanity's Emptiness was in. It was a huge reprint in Secret Forces, everybody picked them up, and then boom, Banhammer. Not to mention, the amount of OTKs that KOZMO generated with this card alone was just too many to count. Hitting Emergency Teleport will definitely slow down the deck. The sad thing is that if this card gets hit, it will have a huge impact on Quantums, which they are fairly a new archetype in the TCG. So, what do you guys think? Dark Magician of Chaos. With its nerf, this card isn't even that busted anymore and it can be allowed back into play. What do you guys think? I believe that Demok should come to 1. Dark Magician of Chaos should come to 1. It's not that broken anymore. Gateway of the 6. Everyone be saying free my Stratos when I'm just sitting here like free my house Gateway. To be honest, I'm going to be super biased about this, so hopefully all my Samurais fans can back me up. Literally, if 6 Samurais open up this card, you most likely win the duel plus gain infinite advantage. Not only that, while this card was at 1, Shockmaster was a card. Guys, remember that. Shockmaster was at 1 while this card was at 1. Which makes this card super broken since it was able to produce a board with Shockmaster, plus Sheehan, plus Barkion, plus Beast, and plus many more. Since Shockmaster is out of the picture, I feel like this card deserves to be at 1. With MST at 3, Twin Twister, Fairy Wind, Twister, Spell Shattering Arrow, Mistake, and Thunder King being a card, putting Gateway at 1 won't make really much of a difference. Having this card at 1 will create tons of Samurai hype, and as a result, it can potentially push out products. Konami, take notes. People may just have to buy more Stormer Ragnaroks and Structure decks just because this card is at 1. Don't even say that this card is way too broken to come back. It's not like 6 Samurais have a specific search card that searches out this card. Now that would be unfair. Semi-limited. Trento Tribute. A card that reinforces more skillful play and a slower game state. This card is not like it's seeing much play right now at 1 and it can be considered if Strike goes to 1. Unlike Strike, it clears 0 boards too and puts the monster back into the extra deck. Book of Moon. This card has been phased out for a while but it still comes in and out of play. This card is great against BA and could be a way of combating against the deck. It is a card that promotes a more skillful game, and in my personal opinion, I believe that this card should be at 2. Unlimited. Dark Hole. As the game speeds up, more boards clears are necessary to combat the massive boards. Thus, a 3rd Dark Hole would be fine. Compulsory Evacuation Device. 1-for-1s often don't cut it anymore, and Compulse isn't even looked at for decks even at 1. However, in the right format, it may see play again. Traps like this often reinforce value-oriented games which are often seen as more skillful. Also, you got decks like KOZMO, which cards like this absolutely do nothing against the deck. In my personal opinion, I believe that Konami should give a shot at this card being at 3. So there you have it, my BANLIST prediction video. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I really appreciate it. Please make sure whether or not you agree or disagree with some of the cards on this list, make sure you leave it in the comment section below. I believe that it is important for Yu-Gi tubers like myself to interact with you guys more often, so let's have a discussion. I'll make sure to reply to all your comments. A huge shout out goes to Jesse Cod and Game Nation for helping me out with this list. If you enjoyed this video, boom, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. By the way, go enter my contest. Peace!